Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Tier 1 Wannabe here. Today I wanted to talk about IFAK pouches. Now I'm not really wanting to get into the contents of each of them and what's in there versus what's not in there and why it's in there and why it's not in there. On this video, I just really want to focus on the different type of pouches. Why would you want to use one over the other? And kind of how I utilize these so y'all will have an idea, something that may be able to help you out as you're shopping around for that perfect IFAK pouch. So what we'll first start with is what is very typically seen on a lot of people's kits, and that is something kind of like this. This is a pouch that mounts directly to your kit. It has no way to be torn off or anything like that. So it's basically just a standalone pouch with whatever you carry inside of it. This one here, if I remember correctly, is the Blowout pouch. I know it is made by HSGI, and so I'll walk you through kind of what this pouch does and what it doesn't. So, like I said, it's going to mount directly to either a plate carrier, belt, bag, something like that. And what you have is a pocket for trauma shears. On the back, you have a sleeve here. So we'll pop those out. On both sides, you have just a few strips of webbing there. Same on the other side. That way you could, like I have here just for demonstration, I have a cat tourniquet rubber banded to it. You could do one on each side if you wanted to. You could stick a Sharpie down in here and have your tourniquet over here if you wanted to. I mean, kind of do however you want. Just let me get that off of there. Now, inside, this thing can fit quite a bit, but it's very, very tight. You have a couple different closing options. You have just the buckle and the lid that comes off. You can also pull and stow away this Velcro piece, and then you can have Velcro closure on the lid as well as the buckle. The very cool thing about this kit here, as opposed to some of the other pouch style kits, is you have this piece of red webbing that stretches all the way down underneath the contents that you put in there, and it's got a pull tab right here. So I'm gonna pull this out, and I have this thing really, really packed, but it's just your bare necessities. And like I said, I'm not gonna discuss, the contents of it specifically. I just wanna show you how everything works. So you take this and you pull, and it disperses the contents. And so there's kind of a close-up of how that works. As you jam your supplies down in there, that goes in. Just to give you an idea of what all's in there, I have this put in a little Ziploc bag. That way the contents don't go flying out all over the place. But there are twin pack of chest seals, a 4-inch pressure dressing, some gauze, and a pair of gloves. So that's what I had in this one, just to fill it out. You could also, find a spot for an MPA, your needle decompression, whatever else you need. It is going to be a tight fit, but it's a bare necessities deal. So that's how the HSGI bleeder blowout pouch works. So get this stuff out of the way, and then we'll run over to the next one. So this is a really cool one. And I would say that this today is going to be a lot more usable on some of the new kits that are coming out. Like I know that, Grand Thumb, he has his Onward Research Recce rig, and T-Rex Arms just put out another, closed flap chest rig. And so what this is a special operations equipment. I believe they call this a medical insert tray. And it was designed to hold the contents, fold up on itself, and then go into any pouch that is dual rifle mag. So your AR, AK, double mag pouches. And so that's why I think on the Recce rig and then T-Rex Arms rig, they're double stack magazine pouches. But basically with this one is you have a red handle, pull it out of the pouch, and then when you unfold it, here's just some contents that I have in this one here, but I've got a pressure dressing tucked away in here under this elastic webbing. Okay. There's some combat gauze, and once again, a twin pack of chest seals and a Sharpie. This one on the elastic bands, it has 2 sets of smaller ones. That way you could put an NPA and a needle. So pretty much whatever you can get in there. This again, specifically this SOE kit was built for bare necessities. Close it up, it's gonna fit tight in a pouch. So I really like this. I actually run this in one of my chest rigs, which you guys will see in a future video. You'll see that chest rig and how this goes into it. So get this one out of the way and we'll move on. So this one here, you guys will see this one as well coming up because I currently run this on my battle belt. This is another product from Special Operations Equipment. This is their compact tear-off med pouch. And this has become one of my favorites here. I have run a lot of different products, a lot of pouches on my belt, and this one has just found a place there. I keep going back to it. So the way this works is this is a 2-piece IFAK. So what you have is, you have that, and then I just have a tourniquet stowed in there for show. This part of the pouch actually tears off of this board. This is going to stay mollied to your belt or to your plate carrier or whatever you have this mollied onto. This will stay, and this pouch will come off. This has red pull tabs, and it's going to essentially open like that. Take this one, pull it open, and then here you go. So this is another kind of purpose-built product. It's meant to fit the bare necessities. You can stretch this kit out pretty far, I will say that. I've had this thing stuffed, and then I've kind of trimmed it down a little bit from there. But just to show in this one, you have some elastic keepers over here. So I've got a set of gloves. I do have an NPA in here. I have just to show the size here, I have a 6-inch North American Rescue trauma dressing. Twin pack of chest seals that sat underneath that. And then there is a pocket right back here. Inside that, combat gauze, and an S-rolled gauze. So this is super, super nice. Again, this one's from Special Operations Equipment, and I am running this on the belt currently. So last one here is going to be the one that you guys have probably already seen, and this is the one I'm running on my plate carrier. This is the Roll 1. It was a collaboration with Ferro Concepts and Forward Observations Group. This one, I absolutely love this. This takes what would be a big pouch hanging off your plate carrier or your belt and puts it in the absolute perfect position. I hang it off my rear plate bag and it's completely out of the way and even offers some lumbar support. So the way this one works is you have the actual outer shell, and then you have an inner, basically like an inner pack, and you have pull tabs on both sides, so this thing can be accessed with either hand, and you essentially just pull it out. This stays on your carrier, Velcroed in, and then this you have, similar to the SOE pouch, you have a couple of different tabs. You're gonna pull, and then this one here, And this unfolds into a nice little tray. So in here, I have this thing packed down with the medical kit that Ferro Concepts actually sells on their website to stock this with. I've stocked it with a bunch of my stuff, but I wanted to buy the Ferro kit as well just to see how well it actually stays in here, and it's perfect. And there's even actually a little more room that you could put some more stuff if you wanted to. But in this kit, we have S-rolled gauze, NPA, an ace wrap, combat gauze. There are 2 needles in these keepers. And then there's a pass-through sleeve behind all of this where you have a casualty card as well as a twin pack of chest seals. So that's kind of a quick breakdown on the 4 different types. You know, there are plenty of others out there, but this kind of touches on, you know, the majority of, you know, the fixed, the med tray style, the tear off, and then, you know, essentially the same thing. This is kind of a tear off as well, you know, where you have the actual pouch stay on your body and then you pull out the tray. But that's that, guys. So I hope this helps as far as you're, you know, trying to find the perfect pouch and shopping around. Hopefully this helps you out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to jump in the comments and I will try to provide a little more information if I can. What I'm actually gonna do is probably do more in-depth reviews on each of these pouches, and I'll kind of go a little deeper into the contents during those videos. But other than that, guys, if you need anything, jump in the comments, let me know. And if you would, to help out the channel, if you would like and subscribe, maybe if you have a buddy that's in the search for an IFAK pouch, send this over to them and let them check it out. And other than that, hopefully this helps you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.